Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers and sisters, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be breaking down a practice that shouldn't be practiced, and I'll explain what that is. You may have seen videos online, people claiming they can speak to jinn, ask them questions, and bring you answers that you've been thinking about. Wars, Masjid al-Aqsa, and even hidden plans of evil people like the Epstein files, and about the 𝗔𝗺verbh, and so on and so forth. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you what Islam actually calls this. Now remember, these are not my words. These are the words of the Prophet ﷺ and the scholars of this religion. By the end, you will have a clear definition what this actually is that you can use for the rest of your life. Now, let me show you how Islam defines this. Ibn Hajar, one of the greatest scholars of Sunnah, explains it clearly. In his book 𝗵𝗇ci 𝗆𝗆, he gives a definition of al-Kahānah. Yes, al-Kahānah, the soothsayer. He says, al-Kahānah is someone who speaks about the future and claims to know hidden things. Then he adds something very important. The one who connects with the jinn to get information that people cannot get themselves. Now, think about what you just heard. Someone who connects with jinn and gives you information you cannot see or get yourself. That label is not from me. I didn't make that up. That definition was written 100 years ago. So if the practice fits the definition, then Islam gave it a name already. This is called al-Kahānah. The person who practices this is called a Kahānah. Now, listen very carefully. This is important for you. This hadith is narrated in Sahih Muslim. The Prophet ﷺ said, "من أتى عرافا فسأله عن شيء لم تقبل صلاته 40 ليلة." Whoever goes to a fortune teller and asks him about something, his prayer is not accepted for 40 nights. Yes, brothers and sisters, 40 nights your prayer is not accepted. This is a very severe warning. No one wants to lose 40 nights of their prayer. Now that is just asking, not believing. We have to make sure you understand that, because the next hadith is going to explain something different. So the second hadith is actually narrated by Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu. The Prophet ﷺ said, whoever goes to a Kahānah and believes what he says, he has disbelieved in what has come down on the Prophet ﷺ. So for asking, your prayer is not accepted for 40 nights. For believing, you have disbelieved on what has come down on the Prophet ﷺ. Now, for him to become a 𝗶𝗶 totally, obviously the scholars have to give that definition. Now, these are not my words. These are the words of the Prophet ﷺ. Now, someone will say, but they read the Quran, they say Bismillah, they're actually helping someone. They make the jinn take that they call the jinn to become Muslim. So maybe it's okay. Listen carefully. This is a misunderstanding. Aisha radiallahu anha said, people asked the Prophet ﷺ about fortune tellers, and he said, they are nothing. But then she replied, but sometimes they tell the truth, she said, i.e. the people said. He ﷺ, he said one word of truth, the jinn steals and puts it into the ear of his friend, meaning the soothsayer, the charlatan, the magician, the jinn catcher. Then they mix it with more than 100 lies. This is how jinn information works. One truth, a bit of truth, mixed with many lies. The truth is not proof, it's a bit of truth. And this was concerning the time or the time before the Prophet ﷺ, i.e. the soothsayers and charlatans and the magicians before the time of the Prophet ﷺ, as it was blocked when he came. And the Prophet ﷺ called it nothing. So even at that time, he called that information was nothing. So what about now? So now you see the full picture. The definition is very clear. The ruling is clear. The reality is what we see with our own eyes on the screen. It doesn't matter how it looks. Just because they're reading the Quran, it doesn't change the fact of what they're practicing. Just because they said Bismillah, it doesn't change what they're actually doing. The category still stays the same. The label stays the same. Kahānah. So what should we do? You've heard the hadith. Don't go to them. Don't even ask them a question. And don't believe in what they said, because the ruling can fall upon you as well. So the scholars say, don't watch these people. Don't interact with them. That is the best advice that you can have, and Allah knows best. And don't share the material. Now, this video that popped up on my feed, I just saw 40 something thousand. But my advice, don't go and watch them. They're called jinn catchers. Stay away. And inshallah, I'll be doing a series of videos exposing this practice so people do not fall in their traps. Now, those people who have already been with them and been affected, my advice to you is read Surah Al-Baqarah every day. If you can't read it, listen to it every day and do your morning, evening supplications. Make sure you're doing your 5 daily prayers. Don't go to these people. Take them out of your phone, block them, and stay away. As in the past, some brothers have come to tell me how they do this, and it's actually very dangerous. So that's it for today. I'll see you in another time. Take care. Barakallahu feekum. And alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah.